like to welcome everybody this week to the One Lane Road podcast. You know what? Because nothing else is going my way this week, and I'll be damned if you're going to lead in the show for the 68th week in a row.
I just did. I helped you. I co-led in.
Did you?
I did.
Because I didn't hear it in my microphone. I didn't hear it. How the hell are you this week?
I'm all right.
You're good.
I'm good. I'm doing better than what you said you were.
You finally got a new shirt. I give you props for that. Your undershirt looks like that bacon that Michael Jordan talks about on the Hanes commercials. It looks like wrinkled bacon, but I don't care.
This undershirt's got some miles on it. This top shirt don't.
You're wearing that baby blue Columbia shirt, looking like a
fisherman,
looking like a Luke Bryan.
I'm gonna whip that ass.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna whip that ass out of the show.
Today might be the one day in history I might beat that ass for you because I am fired up, full of P&V.
Hey. Look at me.
I can't.
It ain't happening.
No, probably not. But guess what? I don't care. I'm fired up. I'm here doing the one thing and I love doing more than anything in this world. We got one guest that canceled. We'll get to that in a minute because I can't let people off the hook.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we about to talk about that.
You know what's real hard? Real hard to reschedule them.
Yeah.
It's real hard to reschedule.
We kind of put you in the corner with your nose there.
Yeah.
Because not only did I leave a whole week scheduled for one of the most unreliable people I've ever met in my life. Love her to death.
Unreliable. We pushed off a big guest.
Prior to last week, I messaged Bernard Pollard and Keith Bullock. Of course, we talked to Bernard. If you hadn't checked it out, go back to last week in the archives and check that out. Then, I don't know if you guys know it, but there's a guy out there that is probably at least a top 5-6 player in Titans history named Mr. Monday Night, Keith Bullock, who texted me back on Thursday morning and said, anytime, bro, sorry I missed you, just let me know when you need me.
Yeah.
So I put off Mr. Monday Night Keith Bullock, the guy that's up in the rafters all through Nissan Stadium as a legend, as a great, for Lisa J. Arnett to come in here and pump some air evac into your lives.
And you know what she did? She went ahead and canceled that on us.
Canceled about 4 hours ago. Lisa J, not to be confused with anybody that is never canceled. Lisa J, every time I used to have a party, blah 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 blah. I guarantee you I know what happened today. She saw a polar bear in moss. It was circling a rattlesnake over its head, and it reached by and it whipped her car. It caught a tire. She flipped about 6 times, ran out of gas in the process.
It wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her fault. So, hey, Lisa J, we forgive you. From everybody here at the OLR studio, which just includes me and Lucas and Bobblehead Shaq and Steve McNair. Shaq, how are you disappointed? I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed, man.
I'm disappointed, Lisa J.
Look, Steve McNair. He's skeptical. He don't believe it. My
name's Shaq. I'm big and black.
Shut up, Shaq. Shut up, Shaq. I don't believe
Drinking. Smoking. I don't smoke, but I sip on Pepsi juice. I'm bald and black like Zeus, and C's falling in line like a frickin' caboose. Shaq Diesel. Maybe Shaq, maybe Shiver.
Shaq
Penny love me. Kobe hate me. D Wade ain't tell me Pat Riley was gonna trade me. You're welcome for that. And Lisa J, it's your damn fault that I had to do that. I had to scar everybody's ears with my crappy Shaq impression because you've got a terrible excuse, like always. 15 years deep of terrible excuses. When me and Clint Fraley write our book of bad ideas, we're going to write your book of bad excuses. That's all you're good for. But anytime, next 6 months, maybe to a year, maybe 2 years, if you're still working with Aerovac, we'll have you back in here. No big deal.
Maybe.
We just canceled Keith Bullock to have Lisa J. Arnett come on the show for you to be wherever you're at right now, not talking about Aerovac on our podcast. And we're going to talk about, how you were BFFs with Dirks Bentley, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? Now we have no show. We've literally based this whole show
ain't got none,
you.
Lisa. Well, ain't got one. We're going to talk, though. We're going to talk.
So since the end of May, to be precise, Eric Church concert, we've wondered all summer what was wrong with me. I told my wife the night of the Eric Church concert, I had a little tickle in my throat, and I said, damn it. Mm-hmm. I said, we hadn't had a babysitter in 10 months.
Now you're sick.
We're going to have a good time. I don't care what happens to me tomorrow or following after that. I'm getting hammered tonight. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Wrong words to say. I forget. I had a good time. And I woke up in the hotel with hand, foot, mouth disease from Bayless, and then the strep come with it. So
and you ain't been able to shake the strep.
I have not. I've not. And then I got strep again with no temperature, which is weird enough. Then I still couldn't kick it. So I finally went to the clinic on Saturday morning, went to the first one I saw. Everybody else opened at 9. I went to this one at 8, got tested for mono, and
Turned out you had AIDS.
I don't have AIDS. It's first, you start off with HIV, then you get to AIDS.
Oh.
Okay? It's later on down the road.
So you got HIV?
I hope not.
Okay.
Hope not.
Uh-huh.
Somebody stuck me with a needle I didn't know about somewhere along the line, if that's the case.
Well, I've been putting crackhead needles under your door handles every chance I get.
People do that.
Yeah.
You ever heard that? I think that's what they say they got Eazy-E. Somebody stabbed him with
a penis?
I don't think so. So I'm being full out rebel today because I've got the mono, which I feel fine. I just get a little tired every now and then. And you're not supposed to do anything strenuous.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to drink alcohol. You're not supposed to you're supposed to rest, which I get about 4 hours of sleep a night. There's people in parts of this county that sleep less than I do, or more than I do, and they're on stuff that's supposed to make you not sleep. You know? When the hell did it come cool to do Drano and rat poison anyway? But anyway, I wasn't gonna. Most time I've been being calm on this show. You know, Monster energy drinks, stupid little Great Value water bottles. You're not supposed to drink alcohol. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to drink beer on this stuff. Well, guess what? I come home. I just washed and waxed and shined up my truck yesterday.
Yeah, looking good. You know, it looks a lot better with that paint on the side of it.
I look like I'm driving the goddamn North Springs school bus from 1990 because I got yellow paint all up and down the some bitch. So guess what? People's been saying, DK, you've been getting off of calm on the show. You know, getting off of calm on the show. You're getting a little borderline boring. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not being yourself. You're sitting down there. We know you're not having a good time. So screw you, mono. Screw you, yellow paint. Screw the whole deal, because guess what? You wanted the old DK listeners all night long while we're recording. That's what you're going to hear right there.
You're going to be like Ric Flair. You're going to be laid up. Woo! You're going to be laid up in the hospital before it's all over with.
Man! Woo! By God, Gene! Oh my God, I'm so fired up. Ric Flair, not rest in peace. Prayers to the Nate. He went in for colon surgery, and god dang, he's laid up there. And
I see you.
One of my biggest regrets in life was not having that red wine and Miller Lite with Ric Flair the night in Rome, Georgia, when I said, Rick, where are you going to be tonight? He says, brother, they just point me and pay me. I don't know where I'll be, but I'm supposed to. I said, you're at a cigar bar with 50 people. He said, after that, I'll be at this bar. And I said, well, I want to drink a beer with the Nate. He said, brother, we'll drink red wine and Miller Lite all night long. And why I didn't. I went and ate pizza in an Italian joint or whatever I ate, a pasta, spaghetti. But tonight, I'm drinking a blue can for the Nate. I'm drinking it because I ain't enjoyed my summer. Before too long, it's going to be 20 degrees. I'll have my winter weight that I hadn't really lost all summer anyway. And then I'm going to be just sitting here feeling freaking great in December. I'm not a hunter. I don't particularly like getting out and walking hillsides, feeling good. I get pissed off when it snows.
Yeah.
After the day I graduated, I stopped giving a shit about snow.
Oh, yeah.
Because Telco don't cancel work.
Whenever you don't get a day off of school for snow, it all kind of goes away. God almighty, I was mumble-mouthed through that. I didn't mean to do any of that. I didn't mean to stutter and stammer through that.
I can't believe after 10 minutes of that, I ain't dropped an F-bomb.
Well, I was sitting here. I was just thinking, man, I'm just going to get out of his way today. I'm just going to let him get.
I am pissed.
I'm
wound up. Pissed.
He's wound up, and I'm just going to let him roll with it.
I pulled into Domer's Road going about 50 on 2 tires just because I was like, you know what?
Forget it.
I'm going to be like Ludacris and act a fool on this one, I believe.
Come out acting.
It's just stupid, man. Who gets strep throat twice? Hand, foot, mouth. I didn't know adults could even get hand, foot, mouth. Then you get freaking mono. Who does that? It's like getting gonorrhea herpes all at one time. Like, what's the chances of that crap?
Just you. You're the only person I've ever heard of.
I'm tired. I'm stressed. I need an Asian massage is what I need.
Yeah. Yeah.
With or without happy ending at this point. I don't care. I just need somebody to rub their fingers on me.
Oh, okay.
And And I need to find somebody to cut my hair and put their boobs on the back of my head. That'd be relaxing too. Is anybody, any hairdressers out there that like putting boobs on the back of a head? I'll
DK
take that
needs
too.
That. DK needs that. That was the intro right there, brother.
That escalated.
That escalated quickly.
Well, I mean, who the hell paints the lines down the highway in public at this time of day during like 4 and 5 o'clock? Like, let's pick the time that everybody's driving home from work and paint lines on the road in North Springs and
I've
Whitleyville.
never driven across the line and it be wet.
Well, I'm not a good driver in the first place, you know? You check my driving record, I backed over my sister's Navigator with her parked behind me when I was just leaving the house one night. Knowing she was behind me, and I put it in reverse and hit her. Like, I've got a record, you know?
Yeah.
I flipped my car and just when I was in high school in front of your house right here. You know? I mean, get real. Why don't you paint that shit at like 10 when everybody's at work? Paint it at 11.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, paint that shit some other time.
Kaylin Witch, paint it at 3 o'clock in the morning. When nobody's out but drunks and crackheads and people working the awful shift.
The couples.
And Kalen Witcher texted me when I got home. He's like, "Hey, buddy, I apologize." He said, I noticed those big-ass tires throwing up yellow everywhere when I passed you at the post office.
Uh-huh.
And, man, I just got down when I got home and, I mean, just scrubbing.
Never. Wasn't even trying to come off, was it?
No, it was. It was still wet enough. I mean, I got down on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Piss on you, you damn county workers, road workers, TDOT, TKM, whoever in the blue hell was doing
Painting
that.
line.
I don't know. Stupid. Should have had the car out. Should have had the Mally out. No, at the truck.
That was a good 12 minutes worth of rants.
And this is genuine, folks.
It is. He's been ranting. I tried to get some of it in the intro and it didn't work. I just got out of the way and just turned it on. Just let it go.
You know how I know I'm getting old?
I
said folks. Folks, like I'm Miss Wendy in 6th grade. Hey, folks, we got a pop quiz today. Hope you got your Skechers on tight and looked over.
Studied.
You will not be passing this class without this pop quiz is 60% of your grade.
You left me open for that, then you took it away from me.
My bad.
You left me open with you know why I'm old, and I had like a list of things running through my head. Then you snatched.
Why am I old?
It ain't gonna work.
Do it.
Mm-mm.
Do it. Why am I old, Lucas?
I was gonna say all the gray in your beard, the wrinkles in your face, the fact that you yell at kids now. I mean, just looking at you, look old as shit.
I do feel old.
Yeah.
Well, I've had fucking mono and strep throat
for 2
and
months
everything
now.
else. I'm sick of it.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know that have I wrinkles in my face?
Oh yeah, you got crow's feet like crazy.
What is that?
Them little things beside your eyes.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm about to get Botox.
Yeah.
A tummy tuck and a breast reduction.
Botox, a tummy tuck, and breast reduction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe a gastric bypass.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And the ass. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna get
A
ass.
Brazilian ass.
I'm gonna get a Kardashian ass.
Yeah. Get your hips expanded, get them ribs pulled in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. That latest one, that youngest one's had her hips expanded, the ass implants.
You're not even
breast
supposed
implants.
to. Well, her dad went from having a penis to a vagina, so anything can happen in that family.
It's not even her dad. Her
No,
dad's.
the little one is. The two youngest ones are Jenners. Kylie and
Kylie's
whatever.
a Jenner.
Yeah, that's Bruce's.
Oh, okay.
What's the female name? What did you change it to?
Kardashian.
No.
Oh.
What Bruce changed his name to? Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. I try real hard not to keep up with him.
Yeah. Piss on Sports Illustrated for giving him the Courage Award. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're what's wrong with the world.
The female athlete of the year.
You left wing liberal dumbasses. You fucking guys are ruining the world. Hey, cut that one out. I don't want to be up here F-bombing a bunch, tonight, but because I didn't really mean to drop every one of those. You can leave the first one.
Just
cut.
two.
Yeah, but when we're 14 minutes in, I feel like it's a little extreme. I went 55 weeks without dropping one.
Did 2 in 14 minutes.
I just feel like, you know what? I'm a friend of a liberal who got famous, and I still hate every goddamn thing that spouts out of most liberals' mouths.
Uh-huh.
I mean, get real. If the world is pissed off about something, or it's controversial, oh, I'm liberal, I better go with the over. Oh, sorry, I don't care. Let's cut that part out too. Let's cut that word out. So let's be friends with the homosexuals, and let's be friends with Black Lives Matter because we're liberals. And hey, man, we're with you. We're liberals, and we're with you. We're liberals. Piss on the white man. We're liberals.
We may have to start this so much over.
We ain't starting nothing over. I'm just, oh, God Lord.
Yeah.
And then, one thing that just drove me crazy this week, NFL, ESPN, fantasy football, mock auction drafts.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
So apparently yesterday, ESPN done a skit. And so fantasy football, more and more every year, people are kind of going towards the auction style, okay? For you idiots out there that live under a rock, I mean, a lot of people don't play fantasy football, and I get it. But how about you check in on some information before you just go completely ballistic on some stuff, right? So ESPN, I mean, your general fantasy football, okay, if you and I were playing it with 10 other people, we draw a number out of a hat. You get number 3, I get number 5, okay? You take whatever player you want with number 3, and I take whatever player I want with number 5. Pretty simple. Then it goes back down 1 to 12, 12 back to 1. Well, okay, more popular thing, it's emerged in the last few years, and what we're doing this Sunday, actually, for the official One Lane Road podcast, fantasy football, we're doing our first auction-style draft. You get $200 fictional money, $300, whatever you want to set the salary cap to be. When a player comes up, when it gets to be your turn, okay, I want Antonio Brown. I'm going to spend $20 to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if you want him, you pay $22 for him. You auction back and forth. You don't want to blow your load on one player, but you got to stay reasonable. So you fictionally own Antonio Brown for the NFL season for $25.
Right.
Newsflash, folks, you don't own any of these guys. White, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever is playing in the NFL, they're on your fictional freaking roster. So, of course, everybody that's offended about everything in life sees these jerk-offs from ESPN, which I don't watch ESPN. I watch one show on the ESPN, that's it, because they're so left-wing idiotic, too, anymore. So they did take another stop. After I actually saw the video, it looked worse than actually reading it. Reading it, I got pissed off. These jerk-offs got a stick with a player's head on it.
Yeah.
Up behind an auctioneering booth. Was saying, I got Odell Beckham. Give me 20, give me 25, 25. Mm-hmm. So it did look like it was auctioning off a brother.
Right.
But still, it's fictional.
And it's for fun.
Believe it or not, Odell Beckham Jr. did not go to that white man in the crowd that put up $40 of fictional money. Paper monopoly money is what he bought Odell Beckham with. He didn't go to his house. He didn't do anything that, would be in question. We didn't get in the hot tub time machine to 1946 and he's doing questionable stuff. That guy owns him on a piece of paper for stats every Sunday.
So he owns his stats.
He owns his stats. Odell Beckham's not coming to Hermitage Springs Sunday. We're not auctioning him off. Believe it or not, you damn sensitive ass people on Twitter that went crazy over this. And Odell Beckham himself even tweeted, speechless. Jesus H. Christ, son. Can we stop being so freaking sensitive in this country?
Oh, yeah.
It's fantasy football.
Yeah.
Hence the word fantasy.
People forgot how to have fun, that's for
Ain't
sure.
nobody shutting down our football league this Sunday. Guarantee it. Because guess what? It's fictional. It's fake. Hell, I'd go so far as say it's fantasy. It's fantasy football with fictional money. The only thing real about us is the people that's drafting. And we're going to write down these people's names. And we're going to live and die by their stats for the next 17 weeks. Their stats.
Unless you trade them.
Yep. I'm drafting. You know what? I'm raising hell. The first person I see auction off Aaron Rodgers in one of these damn drafts, I'm going crazy.
Going ballistic.
It's crazy, man. Ain't nobody up in this room damn racist. But just stop being stupid about everything. And ESPN, if you're that damn desperate for ratings, don't be putting no auctioneer up there. I will take the side of this. It looked a little worse. It looked worse when I saw it. But still, man, still. Go back to putting their names on a little board, okay? It should be a little 12-inch placards that had their names on it. What's wrong with that? Why we got to give somebody a reason? Everybody's sensitive, we know it. So why do we have to go do something that looks questionable? And ESPN come over and apologize for it.
Oof, that's the sickening part.
That makes it look like
something actually happened. That's the worst thing to do. If that group, any of those groups get mad and start raising hell about something, the worst thing you can do is appease them by apologizing.
That's it, man. That's what
Forget that.
We may have to apologize for this podcast.
I ain't apologizing for shit.
I ain't apologizing for nothing.
I ain't doing it.
I ain't apologizing to nobody.
Cut to 8 hours from now, Lindsay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm publicly
I don't even think you put Lindsay on blast this time. I may have just done that.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm going to be saying, the fellows on the One Lane Road podcast are completely sorry for the choice of words used about the ESPN. Because, every time somebody uses a white person's voice, you got to use the corny white man voice. Oh, my God, man, I'm so sorry. I was talking about NFL players on our podcast.
Oh, God.
Nobody downloads this anyway. No, this ain't good. This is going to be the one that goes viral. People's going to come burn our houses down and kill our dogs and flatten our tires.
Surely not.
I don't think so. I
don't think so. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break.
Think so?
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
You got any? You got an inhaler?
Yeah, I got an asthma inhaler upstairs. We'll grab that out of the bathroom. Folks, we'll be right back. Sometimes life sucks.
Your job sucks.
Your significant other's fussing at you in the background.
Your baby's crying all the time.
You got run over by a train.
Even hit a crackhead with your truck.
If this sounds like you, listen to the One Lane Road podcast.
We just want this to be an hour and a half of your life that doesn't suck.
We're life changers.
We're more satisfying than an Asian massage.
And now back to the show.
Hey. Originally, what you guys aren't going to hear is I cussed Lucas out for his optimism over there that I'm not really feeling tonight.
He wasn't feeling it.
Feel something, feel this.
Yeah, he got me good. He's next time y'all see Kay, he's gonna have 2 black eyes, walking with a limp. What happened? I messed around too much. His leg broke. With 2 black eyes.
Oh well, see, that was not my original reaction to that. It's not as I was sort of fired up, but
yeah,
Lukey Poo just went through and edited what we really said.
Yeah.
And I'm not excited anymore, Lucas.
That's all right.
This is my boo-boo pouty face because you just went completely crazy on me and finally just went nuts. And I was sitting here celebrating and clapping and happy that Lucas just cussed me out.
Yeah.
And now it's nowhere to be existing, and I'm
nowhere to be found.
Guess what?
It's gone.
How long was this podcast going to last tonight?
About 45 minutes, probably.
This is how I'm going to talk the rest of this show.
Well, while you're sitting over there talking like a little girl,
yeah.
Why don't you tell me about Tyler Childers and say if you can't get excited about that?
I'm not ready.
Screwed you up, didn't I?
I'm not ready.
Get excited.
I'm not ready to talk about anything that I will talk about Tyler Childers when I get ready to talk about Tyler Childers.
Which is right now.
It's not right now because I was so excited that you just went completely crazy for a minute and lost your mind. And I'm just going to stall and make this segment as completely worthless and trash and mumble mouthed as can be because
you're doing a fantastic job, right?
Well, that's what I do. That's what I do each and every week.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah. I'm
going to talk about eclipse glasses.
We'll do it. Good.
You know what I think about eclipse glasses?
What do you think?
You should wear them. Everybody should wear them. You know why? Everybody keeps saying, why do we have to wear eclipse glasses? Why do we have to have these glasses on to look at eclipse? Hey, can y'all go outside and look at the sun right now?
Not right now because it's dark.
Well, I mean, if you were outside right now, would you generally look at the sun?
Yeah.
Be reasonable. Would you stare at the sun?
I mean, I'm not going to stare at it. No.
Right. But that's exactly right.
What if you have Costas?
Oh, you ain't supposed to do it with Costas on. None of them.
Ray-Bans.
Glasses. They don't work.
Figures.
None of them work.
Trick question. Tommy Hilfiger don't make sunglasses.
You're not supposed to stare at the sun is why you're supposed to wear these eclipse glasses.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
one unreasonable person is thinking there's an eclipse coming, you can just stare at it.
Yeah. And so
you know what you do?
They say why if it's going to be an eclipse and it's going to be dark, can't I just look at it then? Well, at the very peak of the totality of the event, whenever the sun is completely blocked by the moon, yes, theoretically, you could take your glasses off and look at it. But if there's a little bit of sun peeking out from around it, you're out of luck, Jack. You're going to get blinded. You're going to get partial blindness out of it.
Have you heard people ask that this week?
I've had people ask me this week why they had to wear eclipse glasses.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
You found anybody that didn't like them? You didn't like?
That asked that?
Yeah.
No.
Lie to them. I dare you. I dare you.
I'm not getting anybody blinded. If you go out there and you look at it and there's a little bit of sun peeking around, all of a sudden you're going to get partial blindness because you stared at it.
Nobody wants partial blindness.
Go get a welding helmet that goes up to 14 and put it on. Get your ISO certified safety glasses or ISO certified
God.
eclipse glasses and put them shits on.
We don't talk about our work here, but we sure talk about ISO. And
So
can we talk about OSHA? Can we have an episode about OSHA one day on here?
I don't want them to come down here and audit us. Anyway, folks,
are you excited about it?
Put on your glasses.
I asked you a question.
What'd you say?
Are you excited about it?
About OSHA audits?
That's me sabotaging the show for 5 seconds, just staring at you. No, you excited about the clips?
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime event. We've seen a partial eclipse before in our lifetime, but we've never seen a full eclipse.
Well,
A full solar
they said
eclipse.
it's going to be like 550 years for the next one.
Yeah, full in this area.
I don't think with like the advances in medicine, it's not crazy to think that I can't be 602 years old.
It's going to be.
Thank you, Ricky Bobby. I just kind of.
Yeah.
It's going
to be unrealistic for you to be 62 years old.
I hope not, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, this
you are looking so old.
Yeah, it's a far cry. It's a far cry from the summer of 2013 when I worked out in a tan. God. You know what the best thing and the most bittersweet thing is and sucks thing? Facebook memories. They can take you back to times when you were skinny and you're just like, fuck,
yeah.
What happened to me? Why am I so gross?
Where did it come from? Why am I so gross?
Why am I so gross? You know what can suck it? 30s. 30s can suck it.
Yeah.
Last time I was hot and sexy and women wanted my butt. That's never happened. I'm just kidding. I was like 29. I was like 29 years old in 364 days. Turned 30.
Game over.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You know what else?
Tell me.
Man, pissing me. Everything's pissing me off. Me and Lindsay, we have a pretty fun talk about, like, we just make fun of like social media stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And we were looking at a picture that I posted on Facebook one day, and it was like trickling down the likes, and I was like, man, you remember before we had Bayless, even before we got married.
Yeah.
Like, I would post a picture, even if you were in it, like a bunch of hot girls from Facebook would like it. Just keep your ego boosted. Like, like every girl from 18 to 19 to 30. Mm-hmm. Like, you still just get enough of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound like that. I'm just saying, like, before I got married, especially, hot girls would still like your pictures. So it's kind of a running joke now because, married with 2 kids and whatever not. And I'll post a picture on Facebook, and Lindsay's like, I said, man, I miss the good old days. I said, when I could make you jealous, because it's always nice to feel a little loved, So when your wife's like, who's this? Who's this skank that liked your picture? It keeps them on their toes, right? When you look at it, it's like, Nancy, Eileen, and Mildred liked your photo today.
Nobody named Eileen or Mildred is under 40. No, not one.
No, Stella, no.
Maybe 60.
Every one of them. Blanche, Mildred, Louise, and what was the Golden Girls' names? Rose, Blanche,
I literally
Sophia.
Yeah, I've literally seen like 4 of them. Yeah,
bunch of Sophias are liking my photos on Facebook. You know what else? Dudes. If I post a selfie on Facebook, I ain't no damn dude supposed to be liking. Stop it, dudes. Like, I know we're friends.
Let's be realistic
I don't
here.
post a lot of selfies anyway.
How many selfies are you supposed to post?
Who do I look like? Thad Johnson. Boom, Thad. I love it. I love it. Ain't roasted you in a while. So yeah, Thad, your selfie. Cheesy bastard. But yeah, man. My aunts. Yeah. Women over 71 and a quarter. And dudes. That's what like my pictures anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna start accepting those friend requests from the escorts and fake profiles just so I can get some sluts up in there like pictures.
You've officially passed your prime.
Yeah. Yep. Dad bod. Yep. You know what pisses me off when you see these celebrities? It says dad bod, and they're like seriously have a 4-pack.
Well, yeah, they're 4 weeks into their steroid cycle to get started shooting their new movie,
and they got dad bods. Yeah, you want to take a look at a dad bod?
Holler at me.
Yeah, let me check me on vacation next year. All right. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's 30s. This is 30.
Coming to 30 hot.
Coming in 30 sagging. And with a possible case of diabetes and the gout. That's what I got. I don't have either one, but Jesus H. Christ. So you're excited about the eclipse, you said, and that's going to happen. And where are you watching it at? Work?
Yeah, I'll be at work. This is going to be the DK show the rest of the night.
Sorry, man. God.
Just go for it.
I'm sorry, man. No, we're going to
DK show rest of the night.
You're talking about the eclipse.
No, I'm done. That's all I had.
We're watching it too.
I was looking for a little bit more back and forth there, but I didn't get any of it.
You know what fires me up is these guys are like, I ain't trying to watch the clips. That's so stupid. They're gonna take time. People bitch so much
about anything.
Don't you hate those people at work?
Oh,
don't you hate those guys?
Well, I've
bitched for 30 minutes, but
I've had a couple guys tell me, say, "Well, I don't want to watch that shit. What is that all about?" It's literally once in 4 lifetimes.
Which is a term that gets kind of overplayed once in a lifetime, right?
Yeah,
this is literally
hence the once in 4 lifetimes event that's about to happen here.
I hate talking to people. Like I said, look, guys, I usually don't sit here and just gripe on this show. I hate those people at work. I hate them. You walk up to this one guy, he wonders why he can't get a promotion at work.
Yeah.
You talk to him like, well, that's just like his place. That's just like his place. Hell, it's always just, well, I'm 20 years younger than you. And I'm a better place in this place because you know what? Stop it. Stop. The world's not out to get you. It's just your little bia every now and then. That's probably the first time anybody said bia in at least 15 years. Oh, no. I apologize for my out-of-dateness. But really, man, like I walked up to him tonight and he's like, got any work? Hell, that's just like it. That's just typical. That's just typical of this place. Hell, they get you working 60 hours a week down to 40. Hell, you can't ever tell what's going to go on here. I wish they can his ass. He'd go work at Papa John's or somewhere. I wish he'd be out somewhere in some Ford Taurus delivering my ass some pizza.
Just slinging.
Just get him out of here. Get your negativity. Dough. And you know what else pisses me off about people in that place? Because I get it, I'm young. And you know what? I got a good job there first of this year.
Yeah.
I got a pretty decent little promotion up there.
Yeah.
And literally, just because I went from wearing tennis shoes and khaki shorts and T-shirts in there, working in the purchasing for maintenance, to up in sales and having to wear khakis, these people completely, I had a group of about 5 to 10 people in that plant, completely just snubbed their nose at me. And I talked to one of my good friends. I'm like, dude, what's going on with this? They're like, they're expecting you to change because you're in this new role. So therefore, they've beat you to the punch and they've changed. I didn't realize it putting on a pair of Nunbush sexy ass dress shoes and khaki pants with my belly overflowing in my tucked in shirt
was going to make everybody change.
Was going to just change the world, change the game, change the atmosphere, change the conversation.
The what?
I don't know. I'm just going right now. I'm just going. Why? But you know what? I noticed, like I'd meet them I'd still come down, talk to a lot of people, talk to my buddies, be on the floor looking for stuff. Just because there's that invisible line behind that wall, that blue wall. Once you go up in the office, you're officially a douchebag. Mm-hmm. We can't talk to you. If I'm out there making heaters, we can't talk to the guy. And there's still, everybody was cool. A lot of people were cool, but there was, like I said, those 5 to 10.
Are you going to tell me about Tyler Childers tonight?
I got done. No, I give that job up, right? And I went back and I'm working somewhere else. It wasn't for me at the time. They needed some help in a different department. I'm in a different department now. And those same people that blackballed me for 7 months while I was up in sales are like, hey, Dustin.
Brought you right back in.
Hey, nice khakis and Nikes. Well, kiss my crippled ass. You know what? You wasn't my friend for the last 7 months because you thought I was better and I wasn't trying to act better. Why do people act like that? I'm not better than you. I'm not better than them. Some of them I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You got to better yourself, people, when you quit fussing. Yes, I'm fussing about you, but man, I try to be happy and positive and go lucky until, my tire gets flat, my wife don't cook me supper, my jeans are wet, my truck's got paint on it, I got the freaking mono.
Uh-huh.
And then I got to go to work and listen to these idiots. I'm sitting up here with mono. The last thing I want to talk about is you being unhappy 20 years. Go dig a ditch, man. Get out of here. Go off like a prom dress. Get out of here.
I'm going to start this song.
Man, I want to tell y'all something very important in my life this week.
Go for it.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man, no. But all seriousness, of course, that was a rant. But you people know who you are. If you take the time to listen, if you quit talking to me for 7 months, you're dead to me, and I'm not going to send you a Christmas card. I don't wear your T-shirt and I ain't signed up for your fan club. But y'all know I'm kind of a aficionado of badass music.
Yeah.
I've been bringing you good tunes since day one, the One Lane Road podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The next in line, we're going to play that version or this version?
Same version.
It's not the same version. This is the official. You better pause that right now.
Just keep talking. Just let it play in the background.
So anyway, anybody that Justin Wells pumps up and Sturgill Simpson produces, right here, turn it up. Crank it up. Tyler Childers, another cat out of Kentucky. Are they going to be able to hear that?
No, I was going to say, you better play it on your phone. I'm just playing this in the background.
Early in the morning when the sun does rise, laying in the bed with bloodshot eyes. Late in the evening when the sun sinks low, that's about the time my rooster crows. I got women up and down this creek, and to keep me going and my engine clean. Run me ragged but I don't fret, 'cause there ain't been one slow me down none yet. Get me drinking that moonshine, get me higher than the grocery bill. Take my troubles to the high wall, throw them in the river and get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine, ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, but a damn good feeling to run these roads.
Man, that cat's good.
That album's had me fired up for a week, man. He just, you talking about Kentucky? Kentucky's done it again.
Oh, yeah.
Sturgill, Stapleton, Justin Wells, Sunday Best. Apologize for forgetting anybody else, but man, add Tyler Childers to that list. The album is called Purgatory. That song we played was called White House Road.
I am literally downloading that album as we speak.
I'm going to try to go see Tyler. But a lot of acts, there's a music fest called the Americana Music Fest in Nashville, September 12th and the 17th. Artists you guys might recognize, Turnpike Troubadours, Ted Russell Camp, formerly with the Shooter Jennings 357 band, Reckless Kelly, Leanne Womack and Friends, Cody Canada, the One Lane Road podcast alumni, former lead singer of Cross Canadian Ragweed, Jason Eady, one of our better interviews we've had, one of my favorite guests we've had. He'll be playing Tyler Childers and also Lucas Nelson, the son of Willie Nelson. $75 gets you into 5 or 6 days worth of shows in every venue in Nashville.
Really? So what do they do? Like block off Nashville and let you walk around in it? Or
it's not downtown. It's not. It's like the basement, Cannery Ballroom, Mercy Lounge, 3rd and Lindsley, Music City Roots, the High Watt. Maybe Exit N's got some shows, I guess.
Yeah.
Gonna be awesome. I don't know, but they're playing late. Like Cody Canada plays like 11:59 to 12:30 or something crazy, like on a Friday night or Thursday night. Thursday night, 11:59 to 12:45.
That's a weird time. Why is he starting at 11:59?
That is very weird. It's like television shows coming on at 7:57.
Yeah,
or 12:03 or whatever. But
well, tell us about the.
I'm excited. I'm excited about Tyler Childers though. That dude is. Like I said,
tell us about Sturgill. What is
he's co-produced it? I don't know. I can't remember who the other guy that produced it is. I've read it, but Sturgill Simpson co-produced the album. I know Justin Wells has talked this guy up forever. I've been seeing his name for months and months. It reminds me almost to the kind of the hype that Sturgill had when High Top Mountain came out in 2013.
Right.
You got a lot of underground talk about it, and so I've been reading Tyler Childers' name for months.
He's an intense cat. If you flip over there and look at the watch his YouTube video of him sitting there singing that, boy, he's an intense looking fella.
And there's a lot of, like I said.
They say Gingers ain't got a soul, but he sure sings like he does.
Yeah. I mean, then you look at Coulter Wall, what he's doing too.
Yeah, he's like touring overseas right now.
It's people say country music's dead. Country music's not dead. You got to search for it. And shout out to Thad. He gave me a shout out on Instagram and Facebook last night. About turning him on to that music, and Thad's given me a list of music, and Thad's come a long way because used to Thad'd be like, "Oh man, DK, you gotta check out this song." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." He'd let me hear something about a truck and a farmer's field about 2 a.m. and I said, "Turn it off." Now it gets better.
It never does. Here's Tyler Childers looking straight like Weird Al Yankovic with that hair.
It's like Carrot Top and Weird Al's love child.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's homophobic on my end a little bit.
He's an intense dude. Boy, he's got a killer voice.
Yeah, we need to delete that from Google Images. Whatever you got going on there.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, man, I like it. Whatever, like I said, you put Sturgill Simpson's name on something, he ain't gonna let no trash be out there.
Mm-mm.
So,
well, let's wrap up tonight and talk about the fantasy football a little bit more. What are we doing?
Got a couple projects. First off, we were supposed to have him on the show tonight. Apologize, we didn't have. The show came a lot later than we meant to record that, just because of my evening. I'm getting tired. I heard that you're not supposed to consume anything with mono. That's what I hear. It wears you down, and
yeah, that's what we heard a while ago.
Get your immune system out of whack and gets this nasty HIV thrush on your tongue. You got your throat hurt and starting to feel that a little bit. So we got Carlos Huesca, listener of the show, and he texted me the other day wanting to start a Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
And I'm not whipping out any bulge around Carlos. I had to clarify what he meant. He means bulge of the bellies.
Ah.
And that's
a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't respond to the first text because I thought, well, it's got weird right
Carlos,
there. I don't know what he does.
That went south on us, brother.
Anyway, he's wanting to do.
I know he's a little.
We're doing this late, Carlos, at night. We'll try to get you on another night. Last time Carlos tried to get me on, he was busy, but we're trying to knock out a show real quick. Like Carol's trying to knock out something upstairs. It sounds like she's dropped something.
Yeah, is that what that was?
She might have broke a toe up there.
Well, you keep talking for a minute.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna figure out what's going on up in the Hickman residence here, and so yeah, man, Carlos. I feel like I'm talking to you one-on-one, Carlos, because Lucas has left me. Anyway, so what Carlos and I are going to do is like a weight loss challenge. The details are be determined. Carlos weighed in on the scales at 219 pounds this morning.
That's it, huh?
Slim and trim. I came in.
He's not a very tall guy, so.
Right. And I'm weighing in at a solid 6 foot. 225 of pure chocolate. Chances of jacking me a Slim G because I rock from Summit to Santa comes down the chimney. Ho, ho, ho. And so I continue to float because, I'm just a fly Negro. I always want to sing that part. The 6'1", 225 of pure chocolate. I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
With cowboy boots, I'm maybe 6'1".
Yeah. At 225, I'm going to question.
You better.
I'm questioning that.
You better.
I think you're throwing out some bad stats here.
239 is what I'm at right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
0.3.
I got
you. Carlos, in the mortal words of Charles Barkley, I can lose weight, but you're always going to be ugly. But no, it's all for a good cause. We're doing it for charity. Each person's going to pick a charity.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give away gifts to people that want to donate to that charity also, to either charity, to the winner. More details to come. We're going to get Carlos on next week and talk about that. I know Carlos. I know. He's got a group message. It was formerly with me and Jeff and Jeremy Mackey, and now Thad has been added to the group. And every morning he gives us a good morning. And I already know it's going to be dramatic in the morning because we didn't call him tonight.
Mm-hmm.
DK didn't call me. DK didn't do this. Carlos,
we're sorry, Carlos.
Carlos, let me tell you 2 stories on Carlos real quick. He's got a friend that's got media passes to Titans games, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you told us this one.
I told you this last week?
Yeah, you told us this.
Okay, I apologize. Well, basically, he's got field passes, and he told me he would get me on the field because my dream job is to interview players. You know, I do this podcast thing, and I kind of
We talk sports.
love to have a little video recorder and be able to go up and talk to a Titans player, maybe air it on the podcast.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Carlos is like, hey, I got you in mind, homie. I got you in mind, brother. Got these passes. I'm gonna get you on the field. You're gonna get all this access. You got to work with me. You got to work with me. So work with him. This cat's down there taking pictures last Saturday. Didn't try to get DK on the field.
Didn't even attempt it.
He's meeting all these players, doing all this slanging of the signatures down. I don't care nothing about that. I don't even want to hustle them players for that. I just want to be down there and asking questions. Field access.
He can't help you
locker
out.
Room access.
He can't grab you and pull you in.
He can be like, all right, DK, I've had my fun doing all this. This is your dream.
Once you
I can help you out here.
Sling that pass my way, then Carlos.
But I mean, no, it's cool.
Maybe that's why Carlos didn't get a call tonight.
Nah, but really, I'm like, guy, you don't care nothing about doing broadcasting. He's always like, I'm trying to help you out. Get you up with Justin Bradford and start in with Preds. Now he's got access. He's got this extra field pass. He's got this media pass.
Yeah.
I don't have to start off with a sport I don't know nothing about. I can start off with the sport that I love. Guys already know.
Where's that field pass at?
I could be down there with Jim White and Mickey Ryan. Guys I've interviewed, guys that I like to talk to.
If you had a friend that maybe had an extra one,
that'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
they could maybe pass it and sling it your way, get your foot in the door.
But they were down there like getting autographs in the tunnel, not
actually doing reporting,
not actually reporting. They were like taking some pictures on the field and then like getting some autographs under the tunnel. Not actually taking a recorder and interviewing.
So
maybe Richard Matthews, Taylor Lewan.
So them with press pass.
Then with a press pass, media passes.
No actual media took
No
place.
media, no interviews, no pictures for a podcast.
I mean, all I'm saying is that maybe you sling the guy that does media
relations. I've interviewed some people.
Maybe you sling that guy the pass.
The guy that you're trying to help out.
Maybe you actually help him out
instead of like waving to the crowd and taking a picture. And
or at least take a camera with you.
Yeah.
And maybe you do some interviewing of those people for the podcast.
It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing resource. But we're talking about Carlos here, who tells me all week, "Hey, I got this air conditioning using. I've got this refrigerator.
Yeah.
Would you want them for your man cave you're building? And I've got this new shack stand up because you're distraught about your shack stand up." I was like, "Absolutely, man. What have I got? Whatever. Thanks for helping me out. Appreciate it." Carlos is a good dude. I'm giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
Carlos means well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Until immediate passes are available, then it's...
I'm gonna go ahead and say you don't care anything about anything but that shack stand up.
So he's like, "Yeah, just come to camp and drive a truck.
Yeah.
You can have all that stuff." I was like, "All right, word."
Yeah.
So I found him around the stadium. I was like, "Hey, man, I drove my truck." I was like, catch me after the practice. We'll get together. I don't have a truck. I don't have a truck. What do you mean? I don't have a truck. I was like, why would you tell me to drive my gas guzzling 4-wheel drive jacked up Chevrolet 2 hours down the road if you didn't have a refrigerator and air conditioning unit that you promised? I don't have an effing truck. I was like, yeah. So where do we go wrong? I thought you would drive to my house and pick it up, then we come to the practice. I said, in Clarksville? I'm gonna drive my gas guzzling truck to Clarksville? Bro, I don't have a truck. Really?
So was there any discussion of coming to his house prior?
Because Carlos uses the same brain wavelengths as my wife, and apparently I can read minds now.
I've heard that about you. I've heard that you can.
Right.
Yeah.
What was it about Lindsay that I could read minds about? Oh, about the public swimming pools.
Yeah.
So now Carlos says, "Hey man, drive your truck to practice. Hook you up."
Yeah.
But instead, I drive it.
And
shit's in Clarksville, bro. Shit's in Clarksville.
So you didn't get air conditioner.
Right.
You didn't get a shack lifestyle stand up.
Most important.
You didn't get a press pass.
I didn't get a refrigerator, an air conditioning unit, a press pass, a shack stand up, hug.
Nothing.
No, nothing. Nothing. I got Carlos saying, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Why are you tripping?
Is
when's Juan Carlos going to be on the podcast?
Is his last name Hamilton? Is that Carlos Hamilton?
Help me out here, Carlos.
Lindsey Weska?
Help me out. Help me help you, tough guy. I can't
help me help you, Carlos.
This morning he was just giving me a hard time. I was like, I can't do this today. I can't do this.
It's too much right now.
I can't do this with everything I've got going on. And you're poking. You doing these group texts. I can't do it today. I'm exhausted.
It's just too much today. So he didn't get it today.
Get what?
He didn't get any rhetoric back and forth from you. He didn't get any today.
No, he did a little bit. I finally then he said I was being too mean. He said I was being too mean. I guess I got real on him. I told Thad, I was like, I don't even know what I said to him. He's like, DK just went a little too far. But that's what a man group text is.
That's hilarious.
Next time you start a group message and we all bust each other's balls, make sure you bring your tampons to the party, Huesca.
You're gonna start a group message. You're gonna poke the bear.
Yeah,
the bear's gonna bite you.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna say, "You're being mean, bear."
You just remember, this bear ain't got no filter, and he may not have a field pass, but he's got media access to a podcast.
He's gonna roast Carlos West on it.
The most. He says Thad's the drama queen.
Not even close, huh?
No.
Mm-mm.
You never know about Carlos.
Uh-huh.
No, busting his balls. Carlos is a good dude, but really, if you tell me for 6 months you're trying to help me out with a hockey franchise, I'm trying to get you Bradford. I'm trying to get you in with Justin Bradford so you can do what you want to do. Then he's gonna say, hey, I got access to 2 media passes. Open practice, closed practice, all access to the games. Get you out of the stands, get you down on the field, taking pictures, interviewing these players. Then he wants to wave at me like a mama waving her kid to kindergarten for the first day.
But only the other way.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And of course, now he does have to share these 2 passes with his buddy and his brother, who's actually is the one that's in the media relations business.
Yeah.
Not the other 2. But anyway, it's just all starting to get tired. Again, starting to wear down.
Well.
Last thing. One Lane Road Podcast, the official sponsor of this weekend's auction style
fantasy football.
Racist free. We're not really auctioning off players. Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, purple or gold, Laker style. These players are not coming to our houses.
Just the stats.
They will do not do our chores. We just will live and breathe and depend on their touchdowns, catches, throws, and yards for the next 17 weeks. Good crowd. Going to be out in James Hatcher's. Lucas is going to bring the equipment. We're going to set up for a few hours. Going to give you a live podcast that won't be live.
I'll say
it won't be live.
I was like, you just put my skills on a whole different level that I don't even have.
But guess what, guys? Sometimes you're like, man, Wednesday's too much. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
You're getting a bonus show this week.
Sunday
by Sunday night, you can go into your iTunes. You can go into your Stitcher. There'll be one there in your slot.
Might even be a few pictures on the YouTube video. Might try to get a video in.
Well, no, that's all you, brother. I ain't promising nothing there.
Well, I said we'll try. We'll get some pictures in it this
time.
We'll
get pictures on our Instagram for sure.
I'll get pictures in the video of some of the stuff this time for sure.
So, yeah, man, bonus show for you guys. You're welcome. We're always slaving, putting out new content.
Trying to get it out there.
And a lot of good characters out there. James Hatcher, Mackie will be out there. Derek Woolbright, Mr. America, Blake Allen. The list goes on and on. Of guys that'll be out there, some guys that I don't know. We had a lot of backouts, a lot of cancellations. People grow up, man. James is like, I don't understand why it's so hard. I'm like, well, we're 30, man.
Yeah, you got a family at home.
Like, you've got to plan this crap out like a month. John Godwin, one of my best friends, he got pissed. He's like, we do this every week, every year, at the end of August. Somebody's always got some BS excuse why they can't come. It does suck, man, but, we got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Like I'm going to a wedding next weekend. I'm missing a Shooter Jennings concert.
You're 32. Shed. Whose wedding are you going to? All your friends are married now, ain't they?
Derek Woolbright and Jada Collier.
Oh, really?
Congratulations. I'm missing a Shooter Jennings concert in my favorite concert venue, The Shed. So you could have moved it on up a few hours, but who am I to call your wedding hours, right? Anyway.
All right, folks.
You got time to talk to me off air? I need some counseling.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk DK off the ledge.
I need a stress ball, an Asian woman with a good
Good set of
firm
feet.
touch. I need a lot this week. I need a lot, man.
And that's the end of the show, folks. Thanks for listening.
See you guys Sunday.